close. Big round of applause for Michael Soniero.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
I used to love hot dogs, but I haven't had a hot dog in over 4 years, which is funny to me because a hot dog in my life used to complement every situation. See, my love for hot dogs started when I was young. My grandfather used to cut them up in little pieces and then cook them in a pan, and we used to call them fry dogs, which were like good for ketchup dipping. And then, as I got older, I started realizing that hot dogs are great everywhere. Like cookouts, barbecues, campfires. You know how like a hot dog over an open flame or on the grill gets that like black burnt mark to it? It's delicious. And what about baseball games? I mean, come on. What's better than sitting in the sun with a cold beer in one hand and a nice ballpark Frank in the other, you know, gently wrapped in foil with the bun a little too short and the edges of the hot dog just sticking out of the sides, little ketchup, little mustard. Well, you know, it was at a baseball game where I would eat my last hot dog. I actually had 2 that day. 2 is an average number at a ball game for me. I normally would get more, but I just felt like 2. I left the game that day and went home to shower and was going to meet a couple of friends of mine in the East Village for some drinking. And, you know, before I do a heavy night of drinking, I like to get my stomach full so I don't get too drunk or too sick. So I open the refrigerator and what do I see? A pack of cheese dogs. So I put 4 cheese dogs in the microwave and you know, hit go and make myself a cheese dog sandwich, and I'm out on my way. So now I'm drinking and I'm having a good time with one of my craziest friends that I know, this guy Woody, who's like a fireball. When he gets drunk, he's insane, and if you're hanging out with him, you're basically going along for the ride. He and I start talking and we're bullshitting, and then he's like, yo, it's one of our friends going away parties tonight in the West Village. And I was like, oh, that seems like a good idea. Let's head over there. So I wanted to take a cab, and Woody says to me, why don't we walk? I've got some really sweet Michigan bud that we can smoke on our way over. And I was like, all right, let's walk. So we're walking and we're smoking some pot, and I'm a little high, and now I'm a little drunk, and we're on 8th Street walking towards the West Village, and I happen to pass one of my favorite eateries, Gray's Papaya. And I go inside, and of course I get 2 of their amazing flat iron grilled dogs. They tend to make these onions that sit in a pot for a while, and you put those on there. So I eat 2 of them, and I make my way forth towards our friend's going away party. We're getting deeper and deeper into the West Village, and all of a sudden it happens. I get this feeling in my stomach, like when you're a kid and you're in the car and you're going real fast over a hill, you know, and you kind of like, you go up and down in your stomach and you giggle. I wasn't giggling at this moment. I realized I had about a minute until I had to go to the bathroom. We're in the middle of the West Village in New York, and there's absolutely nothing open, and there's no Starbucks around, and I didn't know what to do. I look to my friend Woody and I say, I have to go to the bathroom really bad and quick. He starts laughing. I say, no, it's not a joke. And all of a sudden I start getting scared, and I start getting like a frightened animal. And I'm looking around and panicking, and I didn't know what to do because I knew in a moment I was going to poop my pants. So I'm looking around, and I see a tree. And I say, what the hell? I'm already like an animal. I might as well do what animals do. And I run towards the tree, and I start to get my pants halfway down. They're not fully off, and all of a sudden the poop just starts coming out. And it's coming out. I mean, there's poop on my pants, there's poop on my legs, poop on my socks, there's poop on the ground. There's just poop everywhere. And I meet Woody's eyes, who was laughing, and he looks back at me, and I squeak out please help me. And he goes, you dude, you need to get in the cab, bro. And I'm at this moment, I'm like, there's no way a cab is going to take me. I have poop everywhere. I look around and I see these 2 used Dunkin' Donuts napkins, and I gesture to Woody, and he takes his foot and slides them over to me ever so nicely. And I pick them up, and I'm cleaning myself off and regaining whatever basic dignity I had left in me. And a man walks over, and he goes to ask us for change. And he looks at me, and he goes, "You just shit yourself. You're disgusting." And after that day, I have never eaten a hot dog since. That was my deal breaker. Thank you, guys.